In the fourth quarter of 2011, Microsoft gave Nokia $250 million to use their operating system Windows 7. They then spent another further $500 million marketing the Windows 7 phone. Today, we're in Cape Town at the ICC to check out the Microsoft Nokia Lumia launch.
You might say to yourself, well, why were you two invited? Well, the only reason was we begged a lot. And now we're off to the Nokia Lumia launch where we're going to get our free phones.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to give us free phones. They might, however, trade in that lump of coal you have in your pocket for a new one.
I'll have you know that Nokia still has 50% of the market share in the mobile industry. And like my Nokia 5230, the first ever Nokia smartphone, it's full of features, it's easy to use, and it's affordable.
Yeah, if you're living in 1998.
You're ruining Nokia Lumia Day.
Dude, what's the problem?
The reason why the Lumia 800 is so great is because in a direct comparison with its forebears, it's light years ahead. Let's take the older brother. My phone, the Nokia 5230, launched only 2 years ago as the first Nokia smartphone. Let's start with the camera. The Lumia has a whopping 8 megapixels with a flash, dual LED, Cold Zeiss optics, as well as features like geotagging, whilst mine has a 2 megapixel camera with night mode. The processor packs a punch at more than triple my meager 434 MHz with a whopping 1.4 GHz. Whilst memory is similar, the 5230 gets its 16 gigabit memory from a card slot, whilst the Lumia's is internal with the 512 megabit RAM. But what differentiates them most is the operating system, Symbian versus Windows 7. Connectivity is quite standard with GPRS, Edge, HSDPA, so what really matters is size. My 5230 is 3.2 inches with the TFT resistant screen, while the Lumia is 3.7 inches with the AMOLED screen.
I, on the other hand, have got myself a real phone. I present you the Samsung Galaxy Note. It is the most powerful, boasting a 1.4 GHz dual-core processor, which at the present moment in time makes this the fastest phone in the world. It also has the largest screen, the better display, the fastest network connectivity, and to be honest, I don't see how the Lumia is going to impress me this evening, unless big-breasted women hand them out for free with envelopes of money.
After that introduction, where Craig is practically bending for the Lumia, and I would have preferred of heading towards Barrack Street instead, we arrived at the ICC on a beautiful day in Cape Town. Craig, on the other hand, was delighted to arrive at the launch and eager to get his hands on a free Nokia Lumia. I don't have the heart to tell him they won't be giving away any phones today. However, if it all ends in tears, we'll be sure to get it on film for your viewing pleasure. Look at him, so happy. Once Craig had found out about the fact he would not be getting a free phone, I decided to cheer him up with a puppet show. That didn't seem to work. So instead, we headed to the free bar to lighten the mood. Inside the event, we were greeted to ice-cold beer and lasers. some glow-in-the-dark aliens perform the Microsoft and Nokia money dance.
Hypnotizing, could you be the devil? Could you be an angel? Your touch, magnetizing, feels like I am floating, leaves my body glowing. Say, be afraid, you're not like the others. Futuristic.
A man with a water bottle and a microphone strapped to his face arrived on stage.
I spoke earlier a little bit about the collaboration between Nokia and Microsoft. And to be perfectly honest, this is, how can I say this without using too many superlatives? It's match made in heaven. It's beautiful.
He then introduced the man.
Having been in the mobile business with Microsoft for the last 10 years, it's been a long, hard run. But I think we've cracked it this
Who
time.
introduced another man.
It's not very often that we get all of our business partners into one room. And so I'd like to just skip off the agenda for a little while and just take advantage of that and say thank you to each and every one of you for the effort that you put in this financial year. Making it one
Eventually,
of Vodacom's most
men
successful
stopped
years
introducing
so far.
other men and we
So
were
it's
invited to
been
check out the
fantastic.
phone backstage.
Moves! That's right! Let's go!
I had some fun with the colourful Bluetooth headsets. Craig, still upset, tried to compare his old Nokia to the Lumia, and for lack of a better word, was found wanting.
Nokia 5230 Lumia. Lighter.
That's about it, eh?
That's about it.
It's thinner, it's faster, it's louder.
Thank you.
So, we decided to try and swap Craig's phone for the Lumia, and got the following responses.
Could we swap? Could you take this one? And because I mean this has got maps as well. Can I have this phone? You can have that phone.
It was much quicker. The speed on that phone.
We could maybe just take this one instead. Because I mean that's essentially also a Nokia smartphone.
Yeah, this isn't new. This is something else. Another level. This is Windows.
Yes, it is. You are correct.
So it's a new,
Thanks.
like a new experience.
Thanks for that. Would it be okay if we swapped? I'll give you this phone, and you just take that. I'll take this phone.
Okay, we'll just say it got lost.
Yeah,
we'll
we
just say
can make that.
Yeah, we'll just say it got
Possible,
lost.
because I mean this one. I mean that's a good phone. You just said so. We're very good with this one. We've been trying
Has a
to get
Windows phone just smoked you?
maybe.
Have you just been smoked by a Windows phone?
Could have been.
Could have been. Nice one. I like the swap.
Thank you very much.
Disappointed, we then headed back to the main event, where a man tap danced. And then international DJs kicked off the party. We asked a few ladies what they thought of the phone.
We've enjoyed it very much. And we love it.
Yes.
It's love to be a bit.
What inspires you most about the phone?
And for reasons unbeknown to us, she showed us her Nokia BlackBerry.
It's beautiful. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Love it. But
We later tried one last time to fob off Craig's old tech, but the results were...
And no one wants our 5230.
Yeah, no one wants to swap this phone. We've been trying. We will swap this. It's not a joke. We will give you this phone if you give us the Lumia. We do not discriminate. We will take the camera maybe. We're done. done for the evening. We had the launch at Nokia Lumia at the ICC Cape Town. What can we say? I mean, it's a good phone. It was a good show. It's a cheap phone. It's not going to compete with the likes of everything else.